All right, question 3 for speed. Okay, let's read the question. Let's understand the question. It's not too easy. Amy drove Beatrice from their home to the market. All right, so Amy, can you see down here? Amy, this is Amy's home. She drove Beatrice from home to the market. From the market, Beatrice walked 2 kilometers to the mall. So Amy drove here. Beatrice got out of the car and walked to the mall. And the distance between the mall and the market is 2 km. Alright, and she walked at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. So you have speed 4 km per hour. The distance is 2 km. Alright, clear? Alright, now at the same time, after dropping Beatrice, Amy drove home from the market to pick up her son. Alright, so Amy drove like this. Beatrice got off. As Beatrice started walking to the mall, Amy drove back home. Alright, get it, huh? So one more time. They were both in the car. Beatrice got out, started walking, and Amy drove back home. Alright, so she then drove along the same route from home to meet Beatrice at the mall. So now Amy has picked up her son and they're going to meet Beatrice at the mall. So she drove right here to the mall. Okay, you get it, eh? Now Amy drove at the average speed of 80 kilometers an hour throughout the whole journey. And all of them reached the mall at the same time. So this is what happened, okay? This finger represents Amy. Can you see me? This represents Beatrice. So we traveled here. Beatrice got out and started walking, and she drove back to pick us. Amy drove back to pick her son. But as she's walking, it's quite slow, right? And then travel here, and they reach at the same time. So it's like that. Get it? Huh? I hope you get it. Okay. Now, all of them reach the mall at the same time. Find the distance between their home and the mall. We'll do it on the next part. Alright, let's go through the details of the question. Here we go. Amy is driving from home to the market where she drops off Beatrice. Beatrice will walk to the mall, and we are told that the speed is 4 kilometers per hour. The distance from the market to the mall is just 2 kilometers. Alright, 2 kilometers. We are also told that Amy drove at 80 kilometers per hour throughout the entire journey. So how do we do this? Alright, in order to solve this question, we got to find out what's the time taken by Beatrice to walk from the market to the mall. So let's see. In order to find time, remember you have your DST, right? You cover time, it's distance divided by speed. So to find time, distance divided by speed. And the distance is 2, not 4. Some of you have the habit of taking the bigger number dividing by the smaller number. Now, do not do that. Use the formula. The formula is distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. The distance is 2 kilometers. Distance is measured in kilometers. Speed, will have 2 units here, kilometers per hour. That's speed. Alright? So now it's distance 2/4. You can reduce this becomes half. So it's half an hour here. Beatrice took half an hour to walk the 2 km. Orange is going to represent Amy. Green is going to represent Beatrice. Watch this. Both of them traveled from home to the market. They have to reach at the same time because they were in the same car. Alright? Now, they reached the market, and from the market, what happened? Beatrice walked. Walked where? She walked to the mall. Walking is much slower than taking a car. That's why we have cars. It cannot be the same speed. Alright? This car has to travel much faster, and we know it's 80 kilometers per hour. The speed for walking is only 4 kilometers per hour. This is 20 times. 4 times 20 is 80. 20 times faster. So this is what happens. Once they have reached here, market, Beatrice walked to the mall while Amy drove back. And she drove quite fast, right? And then she picked up the son, and then she made her way to the mall. They reached at the same time. So if Beatrice took half an hour to travel from the market to the mall, this means the distance traveled by Amy to go home from the market and then to travel right to the mall took half an hour too, because they reach at the same time. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, let me show you the distance traveled by Amy in half an hour. We know how much Beatrice traveled. It's just 2 kilometers, half an hour. But for Amy, she traveled here. Let's call this 1 unit. She traveled back to the market because she's going to pass through the market with her son, and then travel another 2 kilometers here, because this is the distance from the market to the mall. She traveled 1 unit and 1 unit, so it's 2 units, and she traveled 2 kilometers. This is the distance traveled. And she did it in half an hour. Why half an hour? Because she took the same time as Beatrice. They arrived at the same time. So this means the time taken is half an hour. Alright. 2 units plus 2 km is your distance. The question wants you to find the distance from home to the mall. The distance from home to the market is 1 unit plus 2 km. Remember, it's 1 unit plus 2 km. Now, how to do this? Very simple. You want to find out how far Amy traveled? Well, we have the speed. They have given you the speed. It's 80 kilometers per hour. The question says that Amy, traveled at 80 kilometers per hour throughout the whole journey. And she traveled for half an hour. Time is half an hour. You have speed, you have time. What can you find? You have speed, you have time, you can find distance. Cover distance, speed times time. Speed times time equals to distance. Speed is 80 times half is equals to 40 kilometers. What is 40 kilometers? 40 kilometers is what she traveled this way. So it's 2 units plus 2 km is equals to 40 kilometers. 2 units plus 2 kilometers equals to 40 kilometers. I'm going to remove the kilometers here so that we don't get confused. I'm going to minus 2 kilometers here, so I minus 2 kilometers here. So 2 units is equal to 38 kilometers. Alright, I remove 2 here, I have to remove 2 here. So 1 unit is 38 divided by 2. This is equals to 19 km. Remember, the distance from home to the mall is 1 unit plus 2 km. 1 unit plus 2 km. Remember, the distance from home to the mall is 1 unit plus 2 km. So 1 unit is 19 plus 2 km is 21 kilometers. And that is your answer.